Today we're going to finish our fabric book and collage the pages. Ciao, dear hearts. Thanks for stopping by the studio today. For those of you who are brand new, my name is Caterina and my husband Don Digison is behind the camera. And we want to just jump into gratitude and thank you so much for all your thumbs up, your shares, your comments, your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions. We've had lots and lots of subscriptions lately. We so appreciate that. It really helps our channel. Thank you also for using our Amazon links, for using our recommended products, or just for using the links, period. That helps us out. Thank you for your generous donations in our tip jar and for supporting my gallery in Fort Collins, Colorado, 142 Bis. We so appreciate it. And today we're going to do some collaging. Today is part 3 in our fabric book series. It was Slow Stitch Mixed Media Fabric Book. And if you haven't seen it, go back and check out part 1 and part 2. This is part 3, and so we're going to finish off our book today. We're going to cover the inside covers and we're going to collage the pages. And I can't wait to jump into this because it's going to be so much fun. And we're going to get started right now. So we want to cover the cardboard. We're going to sandwich it with fabric, and I thought I would use white, which will be a nice contrast with the tea dye. And so the way I did it was I simply took an old tea towel. You can see the little edging here, which I really love, but I think I've got enough going on with things hanging off. So on this piece on the back, I was thinking about just doing basically the same thing. And the way I did this was I just eyeballed it. I didn't measure it. Shocking, I know. But what I did was I just folded this edge. This is the finished selvage edge. So we're just going to fold that up. And I'm just going to press it with my finger. Okay. And then I need my little scissors. And I'm just going to rough cut right here. And then rip it, stay. Because yes, we know I love the sound of fabric ripping. And I want it to be longer so that there's a nice contrast, but I don't want it to be too long. So I'm just going to flip this back over and see where do I want it to go. So right about there. Yep. I'm just using scrap, you know, what I have left over, and that's what you should use. You know, don't buy new things if you can help it. You want to just be able to go to your stash, of which I know you have tons of things to use, and use it up. I can't tell you how many times we go to estate sales and I think, oh my gosh, this woman never used any of this stuff ever. It doesn't have a single stain. It's been folded that way forever, and it makes me so sad that, you know, just it didn't get used. Okay, now I like that. I think we're gonna do this, and I really like this little edge here. I think that's cool. We're just gonna pull it off. Okay, and we're gonna glue that down. We're gonna glue it with a dry brush, as dry as we can. Let me get rid of this fabric. Put my gloves on. I'm using gel matte medium. And you want to get a good connection up against the signature and then lay your fabric down. And I mean, really, how easy is this, right? You just used your finger to iron it down. You want to push it up to the seam. And if you want it to be the same size as your cover, do that. I mean, you don't have to do it the same way I do it. I just think it should be your book. So, you know, you have to decide what kind of material you're going to use, and decide the length and the size and all of that. So
You know, it shouldn't be identical. It should be that this is just a jumping off point for your creativity to flourish, right? Yeah, so, okay, now, you don't want it to be too gushy. That's a highly technical art term. And you want to smooth it back because the fabric is going to suck it up, okay? And you want to get a really good connection so that it doesn't lift back. Smooth it down really well. Okay, that's one. Now we're going to do this side. Now, isn't this easy? I mean, you don't have to fold the corners. I mean, super easy. And I just think it's so fun and just so much texture. That's what I absolutely LOVE love about it, is all the texture. And don't glue the whole thing. If you do, you're going to run into wrinkles and problems. You really want to just start out right at the edge, match it up, and then lift back and glue down. If you glue the whole thing, honestly, it's going to be a mess. You won't like it. It's not going to be good. I just added this little piece of lace to the edge. I just thought that looked really pretty. Sometimes what I do is then fold it over and then stitch it again. But I like the way this looks like that. And then if I wanted to, I could come back with a piece of paper and just cover that up. And I may end up doing that. But I have my little stash here with all kinds of little bits that I was attracted to. One of the things I like to do is to transfer text to fabric and then rough rip it so that I've got wonderful little bits to stitch in different places. So I know for sure I'm going to use that. Here's a little piece that I just stitched a little while ago, just a little bundle that I'll probably use someplace. Different laces and fabric bits and pieces. Here's some more of those little word shreds, which I love. So we're going to use some of those too. And I'm thinking that I really like the juxtaposition of this, so I think we're going to glue that down. And so anyway, lots of little bits and pieces, some images that appealed to me, papers, things like that. So. And when I'm collaging, I just make decisions pretty quickly. And then, you know what? If you don't like it, it's your book. Rip it out, right? So, change it, cover it, do something else. But nope, it's not it. It's close, but it's not it. This is too much. Okay, we'll keep looking for something to go there, because it needs something right here. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. So since this page is still wet, I'm going to use just a little piece of wax paper in between it so that it doesn't stick, because we don't want it to stick. Ooh, this is yummy. That would be fun, but I don't like it that way. I think I like it like that. I kind of like the mixed handwriting. I'm going to put this in here for right now. That's the other way I work too. I'd say, okay, I like this here, but I don't know what wants to live with it yet. So then I just poke it in and then move on to whatever else I need to do. And that way, okay, now we want that to bend, so. Okay, you have to be nice and bend for me. Very good. And then I just move on. And I don't glue it down totally, because then if I want to put something underneath it, then I can do that. You can't do it once you get it all glued down unless you rip it all the way back, and then yikes, you know, it's not always a good thing. So, and I just have this like assortment of fabrics and papers, and so that I can just make little bundles and just, you know, stitch laces and fabrics down. Just create this book. Ooh, you know what? I think I see a butterfly theme coming up here, because we have a butterfly on this page here. I wonder if there's one on the blue page too. Nope, it's all flowers. Okay, that's fine. I came back to this piece because I had this idea about stitching on here. So sometimes I'll collage and then I'll go back and stitch, and I just keep maybe adding to it, like, you know, it needs something, but I just want it to be a little bit more substantial, to have more weight down here is what I want. So okay, and then we'll come back to it. We'll let it speak to us again, but yeah, I'm liking that. I pulled just a few bits together and just finishing up this little bundle here, and I'm going to let the thread come out. So I glued a few of the pieces together, but then I'm just going to let my threads hang, and poke that into the book. And I'm just going to glue it down just with a little bit of gel matte medium. I know I don't have my gloves on, but I'm being very careful, so there we go. Okay, and then this piece here, I just love the way this ripped and tore and turned over. And so I'm adding this bit of embroidery floss to the end here, just to add a little bit more texture. And I like to mix paper and fabric together all the time when I collage. Well, you know that. And raggedy bits. I don't make sweet looking things. Since everything to me is about relationship, it's like, relationships are complicated, as we all well know.
What?
They're complicated, as we all know. So, okay, and I think I'm going to put it in here. Now I could stitch it down to the page, but I don't want to see the stitches on the other side of this. So, because look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Don't we just want to see that? We do. Okay, now I really do love this butterfly. It looks really gorgeous. And I love this printing, but I think it's too much on there, so we're not going to use that. Well, we might use this. Nope, don't like that either. Okay, we're just going to keep sorting through it till we come up with something else. I kind of like that. I like this one. Maybe so. Okay, we're going to glue that down. And what I'll probably do is come back here and stitch this. Yeah. Ooh, I like the way that flaps up. That's pretty cool. Put a little secret hidden bit of paper in there. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It's fun to have an interactive book too, so that when people turn the page and it flips back and then, you know, it's revealed. It's really awesome. So I love this. And let's see. This, yeah, this, and this, and we'll cover that up. Maybe we won't, maybe we'll leave it like that, but I do like that, so. And I'm going to cover this because this is one of my oldest books. And it's gonna suck this up right away. And you want it covered, otherwise it won't live for very long, that's for sure. Okay, I like it like that. And I like this. And I decided to keep that. So, you know, you don't have to use the whole butterfly sheet. You can use bits and pieces of it. Okay, we've got to get our... All right, well, we've got a really good start on this book. I'm feeling really comfortable about it. I'm going to leave the... Ooh, I just love that. I'm going to leave this in here too so it doesn't stick to anything. And we're almost at chow for now. Well, we're at chow for now, and I had a great time collaging. I could collage all afternoon with you guys, but anyway, you get the idea. And I will have a flip through in my in our special Facebook group. I can't remember what the secret group. I don't know. Anyway, we'll have a flip through of it when I finish it. And we just want to thank you for being here. I hope you're all well. I hope you all get to travel soon. We're going to be traveling. I'm very excited about that. Can't wait to see you next time. Ciao for now.